next Pixar review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Monsters Inc., the Pixar film released in 2001, starring John Goodman and Billy Crystal. So, let's get on with it. The basic plot of Monsters Inc. is that it's set in this sort of factory, this company known as Monsters Inc., who provide energy for the world of Monstropolis, or by collecting screams of young children. And one evening, a young child girl comes through. Her name's Boo, or well, her real name's Mary, but they call her Boo. She comes through the door, and it's all a trap. Then Sully and Mike have to sort of take her in and take care of her, and then they discover that there is a plot to basically kidnap the children of the human world and extract their screams to increase more energy for the world, because there is an energy crisis and the company is failing, and it becomes a race to sort of get Boo home. And as the story goes on, Sully develops a very close relationship with Boo, like a kind of a father-daughter kind of concept. So yeah, that's really it. Monsters Inc. This film is wonderful. This is another Pixar classic. It's just great. I mean, it's very clever. I like it. I like it a lot. I think the whole concept of them taking the energy from the child's screams is just genius. And it's also another film that has great intelligence about it. It's trying to tell us something. It's trying to say, you know, use your energy wisely, you know, and, you know, and don't exploit what you've got, which is really a great message. Excuse me. So yeah, the film is fantastic. It's really good, and the two main characters, Mike and Sully, voiced by John Goodman and Billy Crystal, they're both very good, very funny. They have a great chemistry with one another, and when they fall out, you really believe the drama, like their friendship. It's really rock solid, and you can when the drama erupts, you know, the tension erupts. There's always, I don't know how to say it, but you know what I mean. Whenever it's dramatic, they make it dramatic. You also have the villains of the piece, Randall, who's like this slithery, slimy kind of creature who can camouflage himself and turn invisible. He's really cool, voiced by Steve Buscemi. He's very good. And then Mr. Waternoose, the actor's name escapes me, but he's alright, I guess. You also have Celia, Mike's girlfriend. She's the receptionist. She's really good too. Sorry, excuse me. Getting a bit of a sore throat. But what I really like about this is the relationship between Sully and Boo. I think that is the heart of the film, the emotional core that keeps this thing going. And it's very, very sweet. It's bittersweet. You really care about what's going on, and she's a really sweet little girl. And the plot is very clever. Like I said, the story is very well thought out. It's very clever, and it's intelligent. You know, it's not the most deep Pixar film ever, but it does have a nice heart. It does have heart. It has its heart in the right place, and yeah, it's also, the comedy is fantastic. Roz is funny as well. You know, you forgot to file your paperwork. You know, that's great. I can't do a full-on impression because of my voice, but she's very funny. You've also got Mike. You know, when they do the company play, put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. And in the credits, you have the bloopers, which are hilarious. And the company play, put that thing back where it came from, also help me. I thought that was really nice that they did that for the credits. It just gives it something else, something a bit more extra. I think it's overall very good, and I think, like I said, the comedy's fantastic. The CDA scenes are great. Interesting to see that Roz was number one, so to speak. It's it's got a great pace. It keeps moving. Like I said, the story's really clever. I also like the Abominable Snowman. He's quite a funny character. John Ratzenberger's character. The animation is great. I mean, even though it's 2001, I mean I watched it on Blu-ray, and the animation still holds up. It's an intelligent film. It's directed really well as well. One scene I particularly love towards the end as well is when they go sliding down on all of the doors at the end. They have that chase with the doors. I think that's really entertaining. It's very entertaining. I think the comedy's just hilarious too as well. Especially Roz. Roz is really quite a favourite of mine. Excuse me. Sorry. And I like the montage at the very beginning when all of the scarers are doing their stuff and they're scaring people. One thing I have to say that kind of brings this movie down just ever so slightly is the reveal of Waternoose as the villain. Not the fact that he is a villain, I mean that's fine, you know, it works with the context of the story. And I just feel that, you know, I mean we kind of understand his motivations, you know, he's desperate, you know, his company is about to fall under its arse, and you know, he's trying to find new ways of keeping his company going, but obviously the ways that he does choose are a bit extreme, you know, kidnapping children, that's... but I still there needs to be a bit more to it than that. It's, excuse me. Sorry about the Facebook message noises, I get them all the time. Yeah, and there's, I just feel there should be more conflict between Sully and, Waternoose, considering how much, Waternoose valued Sully. It would have been great to see more conflict. I mean, what they have is good, and it works. You understand where he's coming from. You understand, you know, Sully's, you know, he's become very close to Boo, and he doesn't want her to get hurt. So, you know, there's all of that. And Boo's a very lovely, sweet girl. And the relationship with Sully she has is just so lovely. And also, at the very end of the film, when she starts beating Randall with the baseball bat, you know, she's not scared of him anymore, and I like that. I like that she actually saved him for once. That was good. That was very good. Yeah, Monsters Inc. is a classic. It really is. I don't know what else to say. I don't think it's the best Pixar movie ever, but it's a very good one, and it's full of great characters, great story, the drama's excellent, the emotional heart is fantastic, the music score is really good too. The opening is quite funny. Mr. Vile, who lands on the thingy, who lands on the spike things on the floor, that's great. And I like the fact that it's all kind of like I love the plot. I just think it's so clever. It's a really good idea, and it works really well. And the song for the credits is great. You know, wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have you. I mean, it's yeah. And as I said, I love the company play, and especially when Mike is singing. You know, she's out of our hair, just when I dare to care. She says, "Au contraire, you're my pair." it's you know, it's just hilarious and it's brilliant. It's really, really good. It's very well written as well. It's a very well written film. Overall, it's a fantastic film. I don't really have much else to say about it. Its heart is in the right place. The animation's great, and it's out of the two Monsters Inc. films, this is probably easily the best one. I'll review Monsters University eventually, but yeah, and the ending is very nice as well when they discover that they can actually achieve more energy through laughter. So they, you know, then they change the company changes its whole way of running itself, and it ultimately works out better on both ends of the spectrum. And then the very end of the film, when, you know, Mike rebuilds the door and Sully puts the last piece in, and then we see Boo at the end. It's lovely. It's really nice. It's really great. So overall, I'm gonna give Monsters Inc. a 9 out of 10. Just because of some of the water noose things, you know, that could have been, you know, more conflict, but overall it was great. Sorry about that little interruption there. Yeah, it's, I mean, you can tell the animations are slightly dated, but overall it's a very wonderful film, and it's a Pixar classic. I wouldn't say it's a 10 out of 10 just because of that. Also, I do love the end of the film when they chuck Randall into the door and he ends up in the little cabin with those two Texas people. That's quite funny. It's a lovely film. It's really well done. So yeah, that's all I've got to say about Monsters Inc. What do you think about it? Please comment down below. Let me know. Tune in next time when I review another Pixar film. I'm also going to get my review for Suicide Squad up, so stay tuned for that. I'll probably do that on the main channel, on my Mr. TARDIS 11 channel. I'll do that review on that one. But yeah, that's it. So thank you guys all for watching, and as always, I'm Mr. TARDIS 11. See ya.